It really is crazy, and I think when you look at this guy, you sort of take him for granted because he scores every game and seemingly on every shot. But I was watching that game, and I'm like thinking about load management and rest. Like, where do you sit in that conversation? Because 70 would be great, and the pace is 69, nice right now. But ultimately, I want Auston Matthews feeling his best the most important time of the season. Do you think that's a conversation they're having behind the scenes as to what to do right now?
I think it is, but I'm of the opinion when you sit back and you sit out and you're worried about injuries and worrying about, bubble wrapping guys, that's when they get hurt. So I think for him, he hasn't played a lot of heavy minutes this year. He has blocked a lot of shots, but you don't see him jumping in face first, like, Tortorella-esque. So it's funny, you're seeing him play. It's like he's almost in cruise control out there, the way that he can control the play. He knows when to turn it off. He knows when to turn it off and on. And he can control the game at his own pace. So I think for him, yeah, you have that conversation with him, but 70 goals, that's, now you're talking about all-time status there too. Not many guys have done that consistently. So for me, I have a conversation with him, but what you don't now, you sit him out for 2-3 games, and then now if he doesn't score in the first 2 playoff games, Kawhi Leonard, load management, and we're sitting here talking about this the whole entire summer when I'm trying to be resting, at Shirkston Shores. So I think it's a bit of a balance, but for me, I want to see him play. I really feel you keep momentum by playing and practicing. If you're going to load management, do it in practice. Give him some off days. Maybe have him just come to the rink and kick a soccer ball. But for sitting out games, I think you're going to lose that edge if you're sitting out for 2-3. Yes, you want him ready for the playoffs, but him sitting out, I think, is going to take that edge that he has right now.
I'll tell you right now, they got a back-to-back, the 16th and 17th to finish up the regular season. Auston Matthews is not playing that back-to-back. I understand he's going for something that hasn't been done in whatever, 30-plus years, and it's a pretty crazy number. And I think Mario's the last guy 31 years ago to score, 65 in a season. I think it's fine and dandy, but last time I checked, nobody cares about the personal milestones anymore. I think this is a great story. Don't get me wrong. Auston Matthews is fantastic. Best goal scorer potentially of all time here. But you have to have the greater good of like what the future looks like in sight. And there's no way I want to playing a back-to-back. You don't think Florida's going to gun for this guy if they're playing him or have the potential of playing him like the last couple games when they got their goons in the lineup? Like, no, thanks.
Not with Ryan Reeves out there. But again, if he scores 70, you're going to have a AM 3470 t-shirt. You're going to have a hat. You're going to have a headband. You're going to be carrying a flag.
Do you even see me at Scotiabank Arena? Do you think I'm going to buy a fucking $600 t-shirt off the website?
You're going to have the mustache. So just think of the headlines and the money that generates. So I think it's an important milestone because you're chasing history, and we're sitting here debating, him amongst the greats already. And I think that just puts him in a whole other stratosphere. And I don't think there's enough respect put on Auston Matthews' name for what he does. We were having the debate somewhere. Does he have enough assists? I'm like, who gives a shit? Does Babe Ruth, did he steal enough bases? Who cares? All he does is hit dingers. So I think him, when he gets 70, he finally gets that respect and due that he's lacking. I think he doesn't care. I think he doesn't really care about that. He's got a lot of money in the bank, and he's well respected amongst his peers in the media here. But I think on a league-wide basis, it now shortens and closens the conversation with the McKinnons and the McDavids and the Dreisaitl's, because I believe he's in that same conversation, but this solidifies that if he scores 70.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Roseau. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.